Everybody thought that this elephant had a memory that would last forever. It was big with hairy ears. I could hear the slightest of scratches anywhere in the world. But this was an elephant that could forget. It would like to look for clues, but I'll tell you, the fact that it kept forgetting where it had seen things, well, just meant that it would never, ever be able to find the clues and remember where they were. Its tail would be at its back like a wobbly rope behind it, and it wasn't just sad, it was truly melancholy. Its lips would be turned down, its trunk would fall down, and there it was, and it couldn't help itself. It would always wind up feeling so sleepy. I'll tell you this, though, about this elephant. It was no ordinary elephant. This elephant could talk, and it didn't have ivory tusks. They were stripy tusks with green and white and pink and blue, and they looked spiky, just as hard and as tough as rock, and no one would ever touch them. But I will tell you this. In a place where there was a dark forest and a town that was called Thornaby, and in fact the forest was called Thornaby Woods. If you went inside, it was scary. If you went inside, you would feel worried. If you went inside, you would be scared in case you tripped and were eaten by animals. And if you sniffed the air, there was the stink of animals everywhere. And no one would ever go in by themselves. Now, listen to me. On a branch on a tree, on a warm spring's breezy night, when the summer was just about to break in the air, there was an owl. It was as small as a thin child's arm. It had tufts of feathers that looked like long ears. But this was an owl that was rare. It was as sly as a dog fox. It could slip and slither and slime like a slug to find whatever it was that it wanted. It would look around with its massive golden eyes, and it could hide in the darkness with its midnight black feathers that were soft and fluffy to the touch. Now, it just so happened that there was a girl, 18 years old, who worked in the library, who had been given a box that was in the shape of a fire engine. It was made of gold and silver. When you touched it, it felt hot to the touch. But inside of it, there was a key that this rare owl wanted, a key that would open any door. And quicker than a wink or a blink of an eye, it had gone. It had flown inside of the library. It had taken the box and taken the key, a key that once belonged to a pirate, the ugliest pirate who had ever sailed the seven seas. He was a captain of a pirate ship. But the girl's friend, the elephant, had given it to her, and she kept it safe and would never open it, for she would never steal one single thing. But not like this rare owl. Ho, ho, ho. As it took it, it made a noise like a fox, a screech that went through the whole of that night, that spring night. And everyone thought the fox had taken it. They went to find the fox, and the fox looked. For the first time he could say, "It wasn't me. I did not do it. It was not me. I did not steal that thing." And as they listened, they heard someone laugh. It was a laugh like a robber. Ha, 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 ha. And a noise that trumpeted just like an elephant. And the owl had made that noise again, and no one would speak to that elephant. If it had ever been sad, then it was truly sad now. No one would speak to it. But I'll tell you this, the elephant raised up its ears, raised up its trunk and sniffed the air. Oh yes, there was a stink of animals. But it listened. It could hear the flutter of long midnight black feathers and soft ruffling of soft feathers by an owl's body. It ignored the stink of the animals inside of the dark forest, and it reached with its trunk. It might have been big, but its trunk could reach down, down and down underneath a tree, and pulled out a beautiful soft bag filled with treasures from all of the people inside of the town. It walked back slowly and carefully. And where it had once felt sleepy, it did not feel sleepy now. It walked up to the animal agent's office. You could see the clean computers whirring and clicking. You could see the bright lights that they were making, the comfortable sofas, and everyone sitting around for a meeting, and it knocked upon the window. Its trunk went through the window and dropped down that beautiful soft bag, right in the middle of everyone's tidy work. At first, they were angry. What do you think you've done? You've stolen the... They looked and they saw, and inside was a piece of treasure from an ugly captain's pirate ship. The elephant smiled as best as an elephant can. Everybody show me an elephant smile. It smiled and said, I might be big, I might forget things that I see, but I never forget the things that I smell. And this has all of the town's treasure. Sometimes people would hear the sound of an animal in the middle of a dark forest and think it was a butterfly or a lion or a monkey, but they knew all along it was an owl with massive golden eyes trying to trick people. And now, if that elephant feels sleepy, it can lie itself down on the comfortable sofas when everyone has gone out of the library and fall fast asleep, and maybe, just maybe, read a story before the doors open and it can go out to remember a smell in the air.